Nigga Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
You know what I mean? Because I seen it was a big ass argument online. Motherfuckers like hella motherfuckers chiming in. I believe on some type of Facebook feed when I was on my RBL page. They was talking about, is it Frisco or San Fran? I mean, is it San Francisco, Frisco, or San Fran, or the city? And hella motherfuckers was on there. Mm-hmm. A lot of the little yuppie type motherfuckers on there, man. We call it San Francisco. Only people who's from the lower underprivileged part call it Frisco, and we'll never call it, like, they was like really battling about that shit.
The heart of the city?
Exactly. What the fuck is you talking about?
The heart of the city? The real motherfuckers.
Only time I might use San Francisco is I'm fucking out in fucking London somewhere.
And you try to explain to them where
instead of saying Frisco, they ain't gonna know. So I might say I'm from San Francisco, the Bay Area. You know what I mean? But that's the only time.
My wife even do that though. Right? Like when we in some places, like they don't know Oakland. Like you have to say the larger. We live in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh, right. Everybody don't know what Bay Area is. Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm from Bakersfield, so motherfuckers show on the other side don't know where I'm at. You from LA. Just say LA. LA or San Francisco. They tie all that shit into one.
Yeah, Bakersfield, all that shit. They think about 2 hours away, but it's fucking.
Exactly. Fuck it.
Now,
you been there?
Bakersfield? Hell yeah, a lot. Hell yeah.
I'm sure y'all had shows there.
Hell yeah.
I know in Fresno and Modesto and all that other
Bakersfield
shit.
too, man. Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
I gotta say this for the young niggas that be funking too, like, and when they get into it with family, like in the situation that you did have, and Boob is on the opposite side, and he's also the leader.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
How is that emotion, bruh? Because it's like, you know, I know it's like, fuck it, I gotta survive, I gotta live, but it's like, nigga, I'm in a situation like, you know, it's like the two niggas on Colors, the brothers on their knees with the Uzi, like, you know what I'm saying? My mama, your mama's my auntie, my mama's your aunt, nigga, we family, like, nigga, like, what is those emotions, bro? That's something different. That's different, bro.
Man, I can't even explain it, man. It's just, I don't know, man. You just be feeling betrayed and played and all type of shit because it's like
that feeling
you grow up with them and you know how they is. It's like, bro, I know you.
Right.
I know what you will and won't do, bro.
Right.
You know, and I could have been and played you, robbed you, did all type of shit, bro. And I let you live your life and do what you want to do. I didn't make you have to get out here, bang, or do anything for the block like we make these other niggas get up here.
Right.
We got handed to him. Yeah. That nigga know that. That nigga didn't have to do nothing, man. That nigga was, you know, me and my cousin D folks, a lot of us, JJ Granite, all of us was out there representing from before even dope, when we just having house parties and nigga had to fight Oakdale, fighting our own, growing up, learning how to fight against them niggas. Oakdale, West Point, he wasn't around and niggas never forced him because, you know, we our family. We don't need you. Everybody out here. Like, you know what I mean?
Everybody ain't gotta be the shooter.
Everybody ain't gotta be the shooter. It's like, man, that's my family. I love his mama. She my auntie. I just spent the night at his house. Like, nigga, we grew up playing Atari 2600s together and the whole. So it's like, there's a lot of shit he didn't have to do. And when we got into the music shit, he been hustling around there for years without having to, like, nigga could have got him hella times. Like, you know, I done seen niggas going in trunks, popping trunks, doing, you know, and you know, me and my crew niggas was on shit, you know, a lot of times around there. Like, we wasn't fucking with you, man. Niggas was robbing and doing all type of shit, but he never got put in that predicament where he had to worry about being robbed, worry about a nigga coming up there trying to fight him. The nigga, you know, niggas ain't had fights and none of that shit. Like, I witnessed everybody around there done had fights, and I don't remember this nigga actually ever doing anything, which was cool. You know, we didn't hold that against him. But nigga, don't come out here with that macho bravado shit like, nigga, you some Don and like you calling shots, and that's what got you sent last time trying to play on shit that all your niggas was randomly doing. You wasn't really making nobody do nothing. Right. The nigga really kind of got railroaded from fucking with suckers. You know what I mean?
In the end, it was the extras. It was the extra niggas.
It was the extra niggas that sent that nigga. You know, accepting certain niggas coming in from the outside niggas. You know, from the BAs to whoever, bringing niggas in and letting them niggas go around and time us. You know what I mean? Right. And a lot of the niggas too is them niggas who, like, a lot of us original niggas is all still here. A lot of the niggas that died in this shit was all outside niggas, man. You know what I mean? Who came up there on some shit they don't know about. It's like a marriage or something, like, you know what I mean? Y'all getting involved in some shit y'all don't know about. And it's sort of like, too, it's like if you and your brother getting into it and his partner over there laughing all the time and co-signing, you gonna whoop his ass because you ain't gonna can't dog your brother out. You know what I mean? So you like, nigga, I'm getting on you because you laughing at all these jokes like they funny, nigga. Me and this nigga arguing, but you taking his side, so nigga, guess what? I'm finna steal on you because I can't steal on my brother like that.
Let me ask you this. You say, back in the day, when y'all would come from Frisco to Oakland, y'all get fought and jumped on. So what made the Oakland nigga like BA feel comfortable that he could be on Frisco side yapping this to y'all? Like,
your guess is as good as mine, man. I don't know if it was because of the Gov. You know, I got love for the Gov. He used to, man, that was my nigga the whole nine. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is too. Them niggas was fooling niggas into thinking like they ran us off or something. You know what I mean? And that we didn't just like, me and Boop had talks before I even left. Like, bro, you know, like even when I told him not to, and I was telling too, like when I told him when Mr. C died, I knew he didn't have nothing to do with it, but he was fucking with the niggas who had something to do with it. So I just told bro, like, bro, you know what I mean? You don't have the conversation. I told you, starve them niggas out. Don't fuck with them niggas or whatnot. Just don't come to Mr. C funeral. I feel like that shit'd be disrespectful. You know what I mean? And he like, oh, you know, bro, it's good. You know what I mean? Don't even worry about it. None of them niggas came. You know what I mean? Just because I told him not to come. You know what I mean? So it was kind of telling to me. I was like, okay, these niggas all following behind bro. He went up there telling nigga, that nigga don't want me to come. Nigga, ain't none of us coming.
I look at that shit like I tell older niggas that be on the turf still, like I look at it like the natural order and a law how it's supposed to go, right? Mm-hmm. It's just like if you look at in the jungle and look at the young lions and shit, and you look at the old one, right? He been tearing shit up the whole time. He the king of the whole little tribe, right? Mm-hmm. One day they gonna train though. He gonna get a little old. He gonna miss a step.
Yeah, get a little bit
slower. He gonna get comfortable.
You got that heart, but you ain't moving the same.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Talk. Because you got to think about it. When you was a young nigga and you had less to lose, you stayed on offense.
Yep. Yeah.
If you heard a peak of something, you like, what, nigga? Exactly. I'm on top of this shit. What's happening?
Exactly.
Now you got to start thinking about, nigga, we got 10 shows lined up. I got this going on.
Too much to lose.
I got my son over here. I got my girl over here. I got kids. I got shit going on. Like, I can't control all this shit.
Real shit.
That's when you have to make a decision. And only a fucking fool would just stay in the hood, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at what point or what age do you be like, okay, I'm going to quit fighting for these project buildings that none of us own? If the police pull up, man, we all rolling up off of here.
I don't think it's an age. I just think it's just where you at. It's just like, you know, if you're doing good, you got a good ass job, you got into a supervisor position, you manager, you got too much to lose now. I think when you get to that, it's like, man, you gotta wisen up. And when you get kids, you know what I mean, when you got just shit to lose, man. Especially if you can get down and dirty, you can get out there and do your thing, but nigga, you can't just go off of motherfucking emotions no more. Now you got to think about a plan A or B. Before I get down, I'm gonna be like, bro, check this out. I gotta have a plan A, B, C. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna let a nigga come playing no games, but nigga, I'm definitely got to have a plan A and B just in case this shit don't go right. So it ain't just like, what were they at, and just like, nigga, charge. You know, ain't none of that shit no more. Now niggas got to sit down and check this out, man. We can plan, plot, strategize now, man, on some shit.
And all the police know that black nigga down there done turned into a rapper. I know he's supplying these niggas with something. I know something going on. We need to be on them niggas. So you gotta be smart because they trying to take you out. Like that nigga made it.
Shit up too. Man. They was tearing my house up in Antioch, man. We was getting towed up damn near once a month.
God damn.
Yeah, they was tearing us up, man.
What was the neighbors looking at y'all like?
Yeah, like we was some dope dealer family. I was like, what the fuck they hating on them for? They all standing outside looking at us like, what the fuck do they got going on? And, you know, like even my mom got close to one of the little white ladies over there. And she just had, you know, she started like, man, what your sons do? They sell drugs or something? She was like,
were y'all like some of the only black people in the neighborhood at that time?
We the only ones. The only
That's
ones.
crazy.
There were never Asians and
coming
whites.
to y'all once a month, damn near.
Man, damn near once a month because of all that shit. There, you know, my brother and them name coming up. Oh, the RBL dudes, they just came through, did this shooting. This dude got killed. RBL did it. RBL, Toto, you know, his name popping up. So everybody that got killed damn near on that poster, they were trying to put on my brother and my cousin and them. So and they feel like, you know, I'm financing the shit and I'm organizing it. And then my hitman, you know what I mean? So that's how they was looking at it, like Boob over there, all the dudes up under him who was going out committing crimes and doing all that shit, and they felt like I was financing and doing all the shit with my brother and them. You know what I mean?
So you spent lots of money in lawyer fees at that time.
Not to be honest with you, not really, because they didn't have shit on us. They'd come out there and they'd take us down, and you know they might find a gun or two, but we didn't really keep nothing around but like 12 gauges and shit that
ain't really no good case.
That wasn't shit. So they dropping that shit. So it was shit like that where they really nothing didn't stick until they actually did the federal sweep. When the feds came in, that's when my brother and my cousin had to sit down for a couple of years.
Which they end up on the same indictment with niggas they funking with.
Yeah. Well, they was all on the same indictment, but they was on the West Point side.
On the West Point side,
and then they had the Big Block side. It was like RBL/Big Block. I mean, so RBL/West Mob, and then it was Big Block. You know what I mean?
And so even with that, like, how long? So okay, so you squashed the beef with these other turfs, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all good. You cool with a lot of motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Now y'all internal funk is happening.
Exactly.
How did that work when, like you said, when outsiders came? Like say for instance a BA and he puts out maybe like it's something that could be taken as a diss record, or he's wearing Big Block gear and shit and saying shit like. How do you feel? Because you like, man, I know you know, and it's. I don't think it was powered by Gov. I just think basically a nigga was in a situation.
No, it wasn't powered by Gov. Gov just sold him the album.
Right.
And that's what introduced him to Boob and them.
And then
Gov had a relationship with Boob. Okay. And from there he was putting out the 3 times and he was trying to get them to help promote it so he can be paying them.
He was basically.
And they built the relationship off of that.
Boob was Suge and he was Pac at that moment.
Pretty much something like
not
that.
Not literally,
right,
but like,
like
nigga, you feel comfortable over here that you could talk shit and do
to
all that.
People.
Yeah. Because he felt like nigga, we ran them niggas off. So he started looking at us like we got ran off and we were suckers, and he didn't really know the real.
He don't even know you.
He don't even know us. He don't know the real. And it's like, nigga, you believe in these niggas, bro, and you about to get caught up in something you don't know nothing about. Right. And it was one of those things. But no, it wasn't. The Gov was, Gov had love for us.
Love for y'all.
With the Gov. We fucked with him. He fucked with Boob, and then we all was tight. He was neutral. He was just on some business shit, trying to go sell an album, get him a bag up out of it and move on, let Boob take over the project. Yeah. And Boob did, but then it was like BA mainly, like, at one time Keek and all them kind of came over there on some business shit fucking around, but BA kind of got up under him and started hanging and shit and being over there every day, driving from the O, going over there, hanging on the block. Yeah. And that's when he started acting like, nigga, I'm with it. I'm with the shit. I'm with y'all. And start driving, dropping little sly lugs and shit all in. And at the same time, we could just be, he probably, if he put out any album, he probably would have been talking shit like he was. But now that you got that Big Block bandana, when you talking about, nigga, you niggas suckers and all, now we thinking you talking about us now.